Salford Art Club. The club was originally formed in conjunction with drama, music and other interest groups in 1947, collectively known as Salford Arts Club. In 1953, the club became known simply as Salford Art Club, a club for visual artists. This was established by Salford Grammar School teacher Ernest Goodman. However, since 1931, local artists had already been exhibiting their work at the gallery. It is generally believed that these artists were the original roots of the art club we know and love today. Some of our more notable members have been artists L.S. Lowry and Harold Riley. We are also proud that our club's patron is Salford's own world-renowned artist, Geoffrey Key.
Good afternoon and welcome to a sunny day in Salford at Salford Museum and Art Gallery. And it's a Saturday afternoon, so it's the afternoon we have our Salford Art Club. And with me today is Philip Westcott, the chairman of our art club. Would you like to say a few words, Philip?
Yeah, it's always good to talk about the art club. You know, we've been meeting here for many, many years. Ever since Lowry was a member and we've had Riley as a member. And we meet here every Saturday afternoon. We have a varied programme, still life portrait, demonstrations, workshops. And today we've got a live programme where we'll be setting up in our working room with all the members bringing objects in which we're going to be drawing today. So that should be quite interesting.
Thank you, Philip. Perhaps we'll have another chat later on inside.
Yeah, that'll be good. Thank you.
The artists tend to meet before the club sessions start. They sit in the museum foyer for a cup of coffee, tea or even a beer if they wish to do so. They talk about many things, each other, family, ideas, what they're going to draw next, what the next sessions are about. It's generally a very friendly environment.
Salford Museum and Art Gallery in the Pink College, which just is another art gallery within the gallery. We've got Salford Art Club today. And here we have one of our artists, Meredith. Hello Meredith, how are you?
Hello Tony, very well, thank you.
And how long have you been a member of the art club?
Probably about a year.
Yeah, quite short. Have you enjoyed your membership here so far?
Yeah, it's been fantastic. I have been coming every week, so it's very cyclical. The sessions that they have, which is 1 till 3 p.m. on a Saturday. So 1 week you'll be doing male portrait, female portrait, you know. So it's got some kind of movement rather than it becoming stagnant.
This is that lovely plug about the art club. Lovely, excellent.
Here is a clip of the artists today preparing for the still life session. As you can see, it's quite friendly and relaxed.
I got with me here now Dave, who was our previous chairman of the club and the chairman for so many years, wasn't you, Dave?
5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. And how long have you actually been a member of the club?
I think about 8 years.
Only 8 years? I thought you'd been longer than that.
Maybe 8 or 9.
8 or 9 years. And what do you like most about this art club?
Well, they do say that if you don't use it, you lose it. So it gives a structure to your week, and it makes you do at least some drawing or some painting every week, and that maintains your skill, I think.
Is there something different every week?
Well, the sort of rotation of topics like still life, figure drawing, demonstration, and then I can't remember the other one, but we do a rotation of 4, and that keeps your skills level fairly high in a variety of subjects. And of course, there's always the other paintings that you do at home, which are your own interest.
Yeah, so you could say that it's a bit like a class when you have the demonstration. Somebody comes along and shows you how they use their medium perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, you don't always, if you want to use it, you do, and if you don't, well, then it's just something that you might use now and again.
Yeah, yeah. How about peer learning? Do you think that takes place?
Looking at other people's work at the end of a session, yeah, because you pick up things that they do. If you look today, everybody's using blenders, which was something we picked up last week.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Lawrence's.
Yeah, Lawrence's work. Yeah. So little tips. It doesn't necessarily change your whole style, because getting a style of your own is very, very difficult. But little bits are the things that you pick up. Yeah.
You could say it's a sharing of good practice, in fact. Perhaps.
If you want it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. You don't have to have it if you don't want. You can come along and just do what you want. If you're not interested, let's say, in what's going on around you or the topic, are you allowed to perhaps draw the person next to you or just doodle away?
Well, I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes, especially when we do the life drawing in short stints of 10 minutes. I can't do those. So you just concentrate on one small item, either hands or feet, or somebody sitting next to you, somebody across from you. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dave, you've been a member of the club for 9 years. How long do you expect to be a member of the club for? I'm not asking you for your personal longevity here.
Well, I think they're linked. I have no sign of dropping out yet.
Good. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Dave. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and here we are at the Salford Open for exhibition. And as we go around the walls here, we can see some of the work that the artists have actually produced. And one of our club members, Lynn, is here with me today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her own artwork. Hello, Lynn, how are you?
Hi.
Speak up and tell us about yourself as an artist.
Well, I was born and raised in Salford. I went to Salford High School and then moved on to Manchester Poly to do, speak a bit louder, to do a degree in illustration. And I've been a member of Salford Art Club for 15 years or so.
Wow.
Long time.
You're one of the older members.
Yeah, I am. And my work is varied. I do a lot of figurative portrait studies, but my main interest currently has been working within concertina sketchbooks, which is...
And your work isn't on the walls, it's actually...
Not this year, it's
in
not,
a case.
No.
So do you want to tell us something about it? What's the first one, the concertina one?
The theme for this sketchbook is portraits and theatre, which is an A4 size, and it just documents as an aid memoir, actually for me, of work I did when I was doing my degree, which is all connected with clowns, jesters, people in the theatre. So this is just a small section of what's in the book, but there's included is some print work, some textile work.
So we'll move along to your textile work. Let's have a look.
Which is here,
Yeah.
which is a print, a colograph print onto fabric that I then embellished with fabric and embroidery thread.
Excellent. While we're speaking, just on the other side of the gallery there, is the other artwork that's
It's brilliant.
on show here at Salford
very
Museum and Art Gallery. There's a lovely one up there of a ship on the Manchester Ship Canal with a tugboat.
That's mine.
Oh, is it?
It is, yeah.
Art. And I think the thing about the programme that we run is it's varied. So there'll always be a portrait and a life drawing within the month, along with a demonstrator and some workshop, which is very interesting, and it's great.
Well, thank you, Lynn.
Okay.
So I'll let you get on your merry way. Are you staying today, by the way? We've got a male portrait today.
I can't to do portrait today.
So here we are again with George Lee with one of his paintings that's in here at the Salford Open. Hi George, does the painting have a title?
Just called Simply Blue. Some of the pair, the other one was Simply Red. So there's a blue one and a red one. And it's just the way you mix the paints together and the way they flow and mix. If you mix them in a certain way, they don't just mix and make mud.
What I do notice, looking at the painting, there's a lot of sparkling effects. How did you manage to get that?
It's just glitter that you can blow on afterwards before the paint sets, and then it'll just stick. It just gives it just a bit of extra sparkle when the light's on. Very
nice effect indeed, yeah. And what medium have you used?
It's all acrylic.
And is it on board or is it on?
It's on canvas.
It's on canvas, yeah.
It's just the acrylic is mixed with another medium.
What other medium?
The one that this is with is Floetrol.
Okay. Floetrol.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And that stops the paints all mixing and making mud. Just separates them. Even though they're mixed together, they stay separate.
Yeah. Brilliant. Have you any more paintings in here?
Not in this exhibition,
just this one. Okay. All right. Thank you, George. Thank you.
Good shot.
Hi, Lawrence. Lawrence Shelvier, another member of our art club. How long have you been a member now, Lawrence?
This is the second year.
The second year. And what have you actually got out of the club?
I think it's the camaraderie, the arty bit, meeting people in the same line, the same thing, and helping each other.
I think a lot of people would regard you as a little bit of a mentor in this group. Yeah.
No, I help if I can.
You do.
But, it's not about me teaching them how to draw like me. I just want to try to get something out of them. And they all got it. Really, really good. It's just haven't discovered it yet.
So, do you think you're going to remain a member of the art club for a length of time now?
I hope so, yeah. As I say, I like the people right up my street, they're my kind of people.
Brilliant.
And that means a hell of a lot in the art world. So, yeah.
Okay. Right. All right, thank you, Lawrence. Thank you very much. Hello and welcome to Salford Museum and Art Gallery, and I have with me today Patricia McKenzie, and Patricia's going to tell us a little bit about what we're going to be doing at the Art Club today, one of our members indeed. Hi Patricia.
Hi, I'm just heading on my way now to the Art Club and I'm really looking forward to it. Today we're doing a male portrait and I'll do the best I can, you know. And it's a lovely day for starting, and hopefully I'll do the best I can.
And how long have you been a member of the Art Club, Patricia?
Oh, I think it's about 3 years now.
Excellent.
Ready to join again today, actually. And and a lovely group of people, and it feels more like a family than a club.
Yeah.
So it's really nice. Feel cool.
have with me here Michael Billington, who's been a member of this club for how long, Mike?
It was probably about 2 years actually. Only about 2 years.
And have you enjoyed those 2 years?
Yeah, I have actually. I actually used to belong to Hotbed Press, which I still am a member of Hotbed Press. But things got on top of me with writing and doing other things. So
what is that, a Hotbed Press?
Is a print workshop where we do etchings, lino, lithographs, monoprints, screen prints, what have you. But you know, it took a lot of time to get set up there. So I got bogged down with other things, so I cut loose. And it was only you, my good friend, who said to me, well, can you afford a couple of hours on a Saturday? And I said, yeah, I think I can do that. So that's why I came down, and it was all down to you.
Will you not spend an hour with me, as the famous words went?
Where's that from?
That's the Bible, I think.
Oh,
yes,
right,
of course,
okay.
yeah.
I have read the Bible, but I consider myself a humanist now, so I don't believe.
Okay.
God, anyway.
And what do you get out of coming here every week?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is the camaraderie, the sort of the social aspect of meeting new people, making new friends, just as people. And then, of course, meeting new friends as fellow artists and gaining from their expertise, gaining from their style, looking at their style and thinking, oh yeah, that's a new way to do it. I mean, I hadn't even heard of a blender before I came here.
So it's a mixture of a social event intertwined with artistic ability and sharing of good ideas.
That's right, and as you know, we have all the different aspects of the club, which is portraits, life drawing, as we're doing today, still life, and we also have demonstrations by other artists, which further sort of gives you access to other aspects of art that you wouldn't otherwise have a try out. We had a girl doing etching recently, didn't we? From plastic plates, and I'll be doing one next year on collage, looking at how the collages like Kurt Schwitters and more recently people like Peter Blake and Richard Hamilton tackle the world of collage. So I'll be doing a session on collage next year.
Excellent, Mike. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I will see you shortly.
Thank you.
On the tea break.
I mean, if you go on holiday, you can take a couple of pictures, you want to sketch them there, and you don't look an idiot, because people come around, really, you know what I mean, that's the app on your phone, you know what I mean, and if they say cheese, tell them to grow up, you know what I mean. Right, so that's it, does that answer your question now?
Yeah, that was,
yeah. Get it on your phone, set it black and white, grid it, and then you've got your grids on your paper, just transfer it. I literally draw anything, this stick, an apple, orange, banana, you name it, you can draw it.
Afternoon again. I'm here again with Mavis, one of our new members of Salford Art Club. We've just been up to the gallery, had a walk around, met Geoffrey Key.
We did.
So you met Geoffrey
That
Key
was
as well.
a first for
That was
me.
a first. Had a good chat there. And Mavis was doing some sketching of where we are now. We're in Peel Park, and the gallery is just over there. And we're in Salford. You can hear all the sirens going and the police and stuff. So
Typical day in Salford.
typical day in Salford, but the weather's nice and everybody's happy. So Mavis, you've been a member of the art club now for, it's your first year anyhow.
Yeah, it is.
And how have you found it?
Excellent. It's been brilliant from
Good.
the word go.
Yeah.
I just sort of walked into it and carried on going.
Yeah, what made you join?
I bumped into Meredith.
Ah, Meredith,
Who's
yeah.
One of the members,
Yeah.
and because I've got a connection with Salford, I was born in Salford.
Born in Salford, yeah.
My ears pricked up and I said, "Oh, come along and have a look, shall I?" And she said, "Yeah, come along and have a look." So that was it. End of story, really. I've just carried on coming and coming and coming.
Has it developed you as an artist, do you think, being a member?
It's been important. I'm at a stage where I'm not doing a great deal, and as one of the other members said, at least it keeps you going,
Yeah.
and that's been valuable.
And, Salford Art Club, as it said in the opening credits of what the documentary's about, is that we've already had a plug with Jeffrey Key, he was in there, but Ellis Lowry, and he was also one of our earlier members, and you've got some connections there and memories, haven't you? Would you like to share those with us?
It actually was quite kaleidoscopic coming to the art group, because memories of childhood, and my mum saying one day when I was saying to her, "I think I want to go to art college," because I went to Manchester, which is Manchester Regional Art College in those days, and I was thinking of going, and she said, "Oh well, Ellis Lowry used to collect our rent," and that was the first time I'd heard about it.
Yeah, he was a rent collector, yeah.
You know, and she'd never broadcast this, it just dropped into the conversation. And strangely enough, it was one of those times when we were waiting for the light to die before she'd switch the electric light on to save money, and it was very meditative.
Turn the electric lights on and off to save money.
Well, in those days, if you remember what Larry's work was all about, the people who were poor, my grandparents were part of. They're from around here. I mean, Peel Park was where my mum used to come to play. And they had 7 children, they brought them, and Larry would be sketching in this area.
And you was born in this area?
Yeah.
Wow.
Down the road.
Yeah.
There's sort of stillness about just doing drawing and just sitting there. It was a natural thing, and it seemed to be in my blood. And the fact that Lowry was connected with the family really interested me. And then I came here and found that he'd been a member as well. So that was a nice connection, but it also kind of reinforced what I was doing in the days when I was at Manchester and then went to Sheffield and did postgrad. And it kind of reminded me not to let go of what I'd acquired, because I was sharing it with people who were similar.
Is this your art and memories?
Everything coming together. The thing about this is it was so uniting. You know, it brought together threads of history, family, and an understanding of Lowry and his work.
And did that give you then an insight into the social aspects of that particular period?
Absolutely. It wasn't just the poverty, it was the way that poverty was turned into an opportunity to do something really amazing.
The spirit of Salford.
Yeah.
And many other communities around the country in those days.
And of course with Lowry's paintings, he was seeing poverty, but he was producing masterpieces, so it was the transformation aspect of it. Because I think Eisner says, you know, Eisner, who was chair of Salford University, and he did a lot of writing around art education, and he said that in the act of drawing and painting, you are remaking yourself. And that came, the whole thing comes together.
Very poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that experience of coming to the club.
Yeah, I think Lowry, he wasn't just an artist. I mean, a lot of artists go, and to quote Lowry, I paint what I see. But I think he also, because of his job, he was a rent collector, he saw the poverty. He would have gone into the homes. I wouldn't have just collected the money at the door. He would have gone in. I mean, I can remember when I was a kid, used to have the clubman used to come around. My mum used to buy things.
Yeah, insurance
and
was done that way as well, yeah.
Mr. Huddart, I always remember Mr. Huddart. Mr. Huddart would come in, and I'd be playing with makeshift toys and all sorts of things. You know, what you're up to, and you take an interest in the family.
Yes.
And what you're doing, and I'm sure Lowry would have done something similar. He would have gone in and met the people and learnt about about the people at the time. Didn't just paint them and draw them, all these matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs, as you say. He actually met them and learned from them, perhaps.
Well, I'm certain, fairly certain, from the stories I've heard from your mum, that the family, although it prospered later on in life, struggled, because this was round about the First World War, and Grandad was invalided from the trenches. There must have been weeks and months when they couldn't pay the rent, but they never got into trouble. So I'm thinking Larry must have
helped them a little bit
in some way.
He had that compassion.
He had that compassion, that insight into the lives, and of course he turned down honours, didn't he? He was offered honours that he turned down.
I wonder why that was.
Well, I'm thinking it
pigeon
must
coming
be
right up to us,
because
trying to get into the scene.
that he wouldn't want to benefit from people's suffering. That's what I think.
No.
I think he was a man of the people, really, and he loved them. And,
I think this little pigeon here.
You got a pigeon. Listen to me, Wigan, on our conversation.
Is he there? Yeah, there he goes. He won't go away, will he? He wants to be in on the act. Do you think that might be Lowry?
If you keep still long enough, I'll draw you.
Yeah. Okay, let's get back into focus again. So they just had, if you like, the ghost of L.S. Lowry. And it's back again, this little pigeon. I'm sure this is Lowry listening to this conversation. I am. I'm sure it is, yeah. It's coming back now.
Get it right, Tony.
That's my imagination running away with me again. That's lovely. So we'll name this pigeon Lowry. Look him, coming right up to us. Oh.
You're looking for something to eat.
Yeah, I suppose they're just used to people feeding them, aren't they? And they're very tame. Yeah, that was really nice, that. A nice ending to our conversation, I think. I think we've spoken enough now, haven't we? And I'd like to thank you for coming down here today, all the way from Bolton.
Well, it's a pleasure.
And spending time with me up there and walking all the way around here. It's a very busy day in the museum today. We chose a day there's all sorts of things going on, so we couldn't actually sit in the museum unless we came back tomorrow. So we decided we'd come down here in the park.
I think it's the best place to do it.
Okay then. From me in Peel Park, I'd like to say thank you for watching, and from
Mavis is saying thank you, and thank you everybody at the Art Club for making me feel so welcome and for all the work that you do.